Hey everybody, Macktion here from tabletroms.com, and it's time for your weekly news. So let's get right into it, shall we? The first thing I want to go over is the Root 101. Now this happens to be a tablet that's currently in development. As a matter of fact, it's being crowdsourced right now on Indiegogo. I did have the opportunity to do an interview with one of the members of their team, and that interview will probably be available in its entirety, or near its entirety, at Tablet ROMs sometime in the, within the next week. But it's always good to see tablets and companies out there that are trying to embrace an open source model instead of a closed source model. In London, Samsung held a little event where they showed off a new line of tablet, of really Windows-related items. So for all things Android, they have the Galaxy, line. That's for the Android stuff. And they've got this new line, the Ativ, which is Vita, Latin for life, backwards. You see, they wanted to use Vita, but Sony already had Vita kind of pinned down, so they went for Ativ. But anyway, so the Ativ line of products for their Windows 8 related things. And starting off, they have the Ativ Q, which happens to dual boot Android 4.2 as well as Windows 8. And then they also have the Ativ Tab 3, which is really interesting because I would have thought if the most important thing was a reasonable, logical naming convention that doesn't get confused with anything else, why would you start off on your first one being Tab 3? What happened to 2? Or 1 for that matter. But I digress. So those are coming up in the near future, and they're all going to be running Windows 8. And this last one's just a little bit sad. In May of this year, Thailand's government said, we need to give 1.63 million tablets out to our students to help them be more competitive in the marketplace. And they dubbed this little project the One Tablet Per Child, not to be confused with the One Laptop / One Tablet Per Child crew that you may have seen in my videos at CES either in 2013 or this year or 2012, last year. This completely different project, so don't confuse them. But the government of Thailand said, go ahead and put in your bid, but first, we're going to give you the specifications. And then, in June, we'll have you back and you can go ahead and test them out. See if they are up to snuff. And then, for those of you who can actually do what we said, we'll let you guys bid for the contract of building 1.63 million tablets that the government will buy from you. Well, it so happened that 50 took up the challenge. 13 actually made a prototype device, 7 prototype devices actually, and only 6 of those 13 passed. The bidding was supposed to start a couple of days ago. However, unfortunately, one of the companies that didn't make it from the 13, one of those 7 that theirs did not pass spec, has made an appeal, and unfortunately, until that appeal is settled, the project of putting a tablet in the hands of these school children in Thailand really isn't going forward. So, unfortunately, not everything is sunshine and roses in the tablet game this week, but, oh well. Can't happen all the time. So anyhow, that's some of the news that you may have missed this week. Stay tuned. We'll see you next week, as well as some reviews and some applications that I'll be showing you off in the coming week.